want to do more for the planet, more for the future, more supporting, rallying, having our voices heard more. But to do more, to be carbon neutral, sometimes we need to do less. Less printing, flying and fossil fuel driving, less denial and delays and doing nothing.
AIB is the first Irish bank to pledge to operate as carbon neutral by 2030. We pledge to do more.
We want to do more for the planet, more for the future, more supporting, rallying, having our voices heard more. But to do more, to be carbon neutral, sometimes we need to do less. Less printing, flying and fossil fuel driving, less denial and delays and doing nothing.
AIB is the first Irish bank to pledge to operate as carbon neutral by 2030. We pledge to do more.
We want to do more for the planet, more for the future, more supporting, rallying, having our voices heard more. But to do more, to be carbon neutral, sometimes we need to do less. Less printing, flying and fossil fuel driving, less denial and delays and doing nothing.
AIB is the first Irish bank to pledge to operate as carbon neutral by 2030. We pledge to do more.
more for the planet, more for the future, more supporting, rallying, having our voices heard more. But to do more, to be carbon neutral, sometimes we need to do less. Less printing, flying and fossil fuel driving, less denial and delays and doing nothing.
AIB is the first Irish bank to pledge to operate as carbon neutral by 2030. We pledge to do more.
We want to do more for the planet, more for the future, more supporting, rallying, having our voices heard more. But to do more, to be carbon neutral, sometimes we need to do less. Less printing, flying and fossil fuel driving, less denial and delays and doing nothing.
AIB is the first Irish bank to pledge to operate as carbon neutral by 2030. We pledge to do more.
We want to do more for the planet, more for the future, more supporting, rallying, having our voices heard more. But to do more, to be carbon neutral, sometimes we need to do less. Less printing, flying and fossil fuel driving, less denial and delays and doing nothing.
AIB is the first Irish bank to pledge to operate as carbon neutral by 2030. We pledge to do more.
want to do more for the planet, more for the future, more supporting, rallying, having our voices heard more. But to do more, to be carbon neutral, sometimes we need to do less. Less printing, flying and fossil fuel driving, less denial and delays and doing nothing.
AIB is the first Irish bank to pledge.
Good night. So welcome to College Park in the grounds of Trinity in Dublin for this round 14 Division 1A clash between Trinity, the home side, and Clontarf, the reigning champions, also currently top of Division 1A. George Clancy is the referee today, and it will be Steve Crosby to get us underway for the visitors. Clontarf playing from left to right, or right to left, should I say, and it's been knocked on. Clontarf have it. Murphy, Griffin, Ed Kelly. Positive start for Clontarf. Crosby is poised. Donnellan, 10 tries in the season. Strong carry, free play for Clontarf. Crosby. And then Bird, Tyke Bird, the fullback. Just outside the 22, Mick Carney taps it back for Crosby. Hard hit on Crosby. And we will come back for the penalty. While Clontarf, what an incredible record they have since the beginning of the season, last season in Division 1A. 33 games, they've won 29, just 4 losses. And those 4 losses, well, 3 of them were at home and only 1 away from home against Young Munster early on in the season. And Crosby, the new signing, finds touch. Clontarf in the opening 10 minutes against Young Munster at Castle Avenue last weekend. They were 12 points down. And by the 67th minute, they were 27 points to 12 up. And came away with an important victory which left them top of the table. And Dylan Donovan, oh, he loves this part of the field. The hooker with 10 tries in the season. Alex Soroka lays it back. Kelly at the back, and then he's joined by Donnellan. And Clontarf, this is where they're so good and where they score tons of tries. Trinity have done a good job. Murphy, Darcy, the captain, 4 tries in the season so far. Tony Ryan. It's an incredible start for Clontarf. Ed Kelly. Murphy. Crosby. Steve Crosby so close. This will be another pick and go. Soroka. And it's been knocked on. Can you believe it? Alex Soroka. Uncharacteristic error. And they're making meters at ease, Clontarf. Alex Soroka, the ball carrier, against the captain player. Ball's not out, so it's Murphy. And there's it back to Bird, the fullback. Tyke Bird. And Soroka taps it to Kelly. Met hard in the tackle. Murphy to Darcy. Beautiful line in centre field. And O'Donoghue now. Crosby, Kearns, and Noah Sheridan. Ivan Soroka and Crosby, Ed Kelly. It's beautiful hands from Clontarf at the moment. So much possession. Connor Kearns, the outside centre. Staunch defence by Trinity, not giving an inch. Murphy works the short side to Ivan Soroka. Tackled by Nicholson, offloads it to Murphy. Crosby, beautiful footwork by the 10, and that's gone forward. On the short side, Hogan to Ronan Quinn. He has scored 9 tries in the season, Ronan Quinn. Possibly a high tackle, it's play on. Ted Walsh, Aaron Egan, 136 points in the season. It's been intercepted by Darcy. And we will come back for the high challenge on Ronan Quinn. Looks like Tony Ryan was the guilty party. And George Clancy, well, the referee who has refereed 46 internationals. He's been to 2 Rugby World Cups. Just consulting with these officials. And Connor Kearns is going off the park here for an injury. And Clancy is calling captain Matt Darcy and Tony Ryan aside. And Tony Ryan, well, he's got a yellow card. Massive advantage now for Trinity. And quite difficult to believe that the last time Trinity won a game this season was all the way back in round 6 against Shannon on this very field on the 12th of November. But surprisingly, they're just 3 points off the top 4. And that is a result of the massive bonus points that they've amassed in this season. 14 bonus points. To be fair, those 6 losses and draws since that Shannon game did come against top-class quality opposition. Their only real blip was against Shannon at 43 points to 17 last week. But they did have 4 big injuries. Of course, Trinity, well, they're missing about 10 frontline players who would all be starting. That's Louis O'Reilly, Harry Sheridan, Paddy McCarthy, Anthony Ryan, Sean McCrone, Joe McCarthy, Liam Turner, Diarmid McCormack, Max Dunn, and Thomas Connolly. And Soroka, well, we hope he's all right, Alex. Soroka. Irish under-20s in 2021 as well, and that ball's not out. Massive blow picked up by Bird, and that's gone forward. But a massive pressure reliever, Clontarf getting the penalty in the process. So Donovan getting the call from Ivan Soroka. Donovan. Soroka with the take. Murphy, Crosby, and JJOD. Crosby lets it go to Bird. He's been ever present. And Keane O'Donoghue. Mick Carney now. And Egan and Nicholson with the tackle for Trinity. Connor Kelly is on the park for Clontarf. It's another knock-on by Clontarf. And at the moment, Lansdowne are beating Tirrania. Tirrania are beating Lansdowne 7 points to 0. A game taking place by Lakelands, also being streamed by BF Sports Analysis. And the stream brought to you by AIB. So scrum on centre field. Ted Walsh with the put-in. Big shove from Taff. Byron Egan going for the educated boots, pinning Taff back onto their 22. Looks like as well New have just scored another try. So they look back on track after that 10-point stage loss against Ballinahinch away from home last weekend. So Donovan. Carney with the take. And Tarf looking to make meters through this ferocious Rothing maul. Dan Barron, the number 6, trying to get through the centre of that Rothing maul. And Crosby with the carry. Murphy, and here's Ben Griffin. Such a talent. Look at that leg drive from the tight head prop. Donnellan, good hands. Connor Kelly. Murphy looks for distance, and he's just overcooked that one. Wasn't far off for 50-22, but the margins are so fine in this game. He'll go all the way back for a scrum. It's a really good effort, but just perhaps the direction was a bit off. Jerry Carr is getting some treatment in back play. Jerry Carr played some Division 1B rugby last year for Old Belvedere. In fact, as well, JJOD, the number 7 for Clontarf, was Division 1B's Player of the Year last year, or last season. Clontarf, well, a win year today, just a win. 4 points won't be enough to stay top of the table if Tirranure get 5 points against Lansdowne because of the points difference. But if Tarf manage to get a winning bonus point here at Trinity, they will be top of the table at the end of play today. But still a long time to go. 0-0. And Trinity will, of course, have other ideas. Penalty to Tarf. And Trinity, they had massive issues at scrum time against Shannon last week. On Shannon's own board, scrum time, Shannon won 6 out of 7 and they amassed 4 scrum penalties in the process. Lovely kick. Tarf now in a great attacking position here at College Park. Just inside Trinity's 22. And Dylan Donovan, well, in the last 2 seasons, he has scored 29 tries for Clontarf. Season's top try scorer in the 2021-2022 season. Donnellan. Carney. It's not clean ball. Griffin. And Connor Kelly. Soroka. Ivan Soroka tackled by Nicholson and Liam Maloney. Clontarf still with possession. Alex Soroka. Ben Murphy, Matt Darcy with the dummy. And JJOD. Nicholson and Barron with the tackle. Murphy goes right to Donovan, who's looking for support. It's Vermeulen with the hit. Kelly, Crosby. Good defense by Gavin Jones and Louis McDonough. And Alex Soroka once more. Makes a few meters. Murphy for Donovan and Mick Carney. Murphy, Kelly, Darcy, Crosby back on the inside to Tyke Bird. Kelly throws a dummy. There's a penalty here for Clontarf. O'Donoghue, the lump of Castle Avenue, had to play at scrum off that time. 4 tries in the season. Crosby with a beautiful ding through to Tyke Bird with the offload to Crosby. Penalty to Trinity. So for a third time, they deny Clontarf. Some beautiful rugby to watch by Clontarf. We see O'Donoghue was playing at scrum off that time. And then Crosby with a little ding through, set up nicely for Tyke Bird. And offload to Crosby. And then Trinity coming away with a remarkable penalty. So Aaron Egan look to make some meters. Not a lot of meters on that one. Shannon at the moment beating Gary Owen 7 points to 0. And yeah, well, we can just see they're in a mean mood at the moment after what happened last week. Well, on their way to a bonus point victory at Lakelands. It's even more emphatic considering that Lansdowne beat Cork Con last weekend. Good take by Dan Byron in centre field. Toff have the turnover. JJOD, Mick Carney, Alex Soroka. That is one massive collision. Kelly to O'Donoghue. No space on the outside that time, and Griffin, try scorer in the AIL final last year. And Darcy with a beautiful ball. Darcy once more, and then Crosby. So much territory and possession for Clontarf. Can they make it count? It's Bird. It's been so impressive, the fullback. And Trinity, another steal, but in the process, giving away a penalty. And Captain Matt Darcy, what will you do here? Will you go for the corner? As we know, Clontarf so potent from the rolling maul. So much territory and possession for Clontarf. It's a replay of that penalty, and Crosby, well, he played for Leinster over 2014 to 2016, and then Connacht from 2017 to 2018, the 30-year-old. Also ex-Old Belvedere player, ex-Irish under-20 in 2013. He made 8 appearances for Ireland under-20. Very experienced fly-off. But it looks like he is playing at centre at the moment because Connor Kelly has replaced Connor Kearns. And of course, these sides met on the 5th of November when Clontarf won 38 points to 33. Dylan Donovan, Mick Carney. Clontarf looking to open the account. Dylan Donovan looking for his 11th try of the season. Donovan so close. Clontarf looking powerful, and they score. The visitors strike. Dylan Donovan with his 11th try of the season. He has now scored 30 tries in the last 2 seasons. Absolutely incredible. Clontarf looking to... And that's the thing, when Clontarf set the maul correctly, It generally leads to one outcome, and that is a try through Dylan Donovan. So it will be Connor Kelly. 84 points this season, 1 try, 26 conversions, 9 penalties. And he scored a try against Trinity in round 5 as well. And easy as you like from the brilliant number 10. And Clontarf are winning. 7 points to the good year against Trinity at College Park. Let's see a replay of this try again. Trinity, well, they tried everything. Clontarf so relentless. Massive hit by Byron, the number 8. And Donovan looking to get the hands going. A good presentation for Murphy. JJOD. Ben Murphy also played for Old Wesley last year with JJOD. Liam McMahon with the take. The right winger. McMahon on the bust. Looking for support. So Trinity looking for the riposte now. Colin Hogan, the skipper. Steve Woods, Aaron Egan, Gavin Jones, the Rock of College Park. Ted Walsh, Bart Vermeulen, the gym addict. Terry Carr. Ted Walsh, Aaron Egan, and Carney smashed in the tackle by Crosby, the out off. And that's gone forward. Frustration for Tony Smith and Trinity. Well, that clash in round 5 at Castle Avenue between Clontarf and Trinity ended at 38 points to 33. But after 70 minutes, Trinity were winning that game 33 points to 17, and Clontarf scored 3 converted tries in 5 minutes. Through Tony Ryan, Hugh Cooney, and then Ben Murphy with a winning try. So the scrum from Clontarf, looking to exert some pressure, and this is where Trinity really struggled last week, and they've given away another scrum penalty. Clontarf, well, 2 of their players played in the Irish under-20s victory against Italy yesterday evening. Hugh Cooney and George Haddon. And also for Trinity, Paddy McCarty was playing for Ireland under-20s. So 7 points to 0 at the moment. So Donovan once more to throw. Alex Soroka with the take. Ben Murphy, Kelly, JJOD. Good hands by Crosby and Tyke Bird. Ivan Soroka looks to solid dummy. Murphy and Kelly for Alex Soroka. Penalty to Tarf. And Clontarf now will have another opportunity to get into a Trinity 22. Steve Crosby. Looking for meters. That ball's not out. Colm Hogan. Good play by Ted Walsh, the number 9. Tyke Bird beats one defender, finds Dylan Donnellan. Murphy on the short side. Alex Soroka, beautiful hands to JJOD. The offload to Tony Ryan. The number 8, offload to Alex Soroka. Murphy, Griffin. Jerry Carr, his opposite number. With the tackle. Crosby. Slow ball for Toff. They work the short side. Connor Kelly. Over the advantage line. Matt Darcy. Ivan Soroka. Planted in the tackle by Dan Barron. Crosby. Tyke Bird. He is having an absolute cracker. Beautiful play from the fullback. Alex Soroka. You'll be difficult to stop from here. Alex Soroka scores for Clontarf. And so far, it has been a ferocious performance from the visitors. Tyke Bird is having a field day at the moment. Recycled beautifully. And then Alex Soroka. What a player. Connor Kelly. Last week was 2 from 2 from the boot. So far, he's 1 out of 1 today. Probably didn't expect to get on the park so early. And he drags that one to the left. So far, 12 points to 0. Clontarf on top. And at the moment, Tirania, or beating, lands on 28 points to 0. Ed Kelly lays it back for Ben Murphy. Murphy with the hoist. Colm Hogan has a lot of time. Hogan finds McMahon. Ted Walsh. Great vision by Colm Hogan. Hogan playing at first receiver. What a day for Ted Walsh, getting a start as Louis O'Reilly was concussed against Shannon. Aaron Egan. Trinity get the feeling they need to get the next points. Kevin Jones with a lovely line. Bart Vermeulen. Ted Walsh. Jerry Carr. And Clontarf might have the turnover. Yeah, they do. Brilliant work. Brilliant defensive efforts. Clontarf just looks so composed. And Murphy. Ronan Quinn. Colm Hogan. Searching for an opening. Not much space, but he does really well. And Jerry Carr tackled by Mick Carney. Penalty to Trinity. This is a good opportunity now to get inside Clontarf's 22. Penalty for not rolling away. Ivan Soroka. Ivan Soroka, well, he's been 9 years with Clontarf. Also schooled at Belvedere College, brother of Alex Soroka. Of course, Alex a lot younger. Alex Soroka just 22. If anybody thought that Tiranier hits a lull, and think again. 28 points to 0. Good line out from Trinity. Gavin Jones. Ted Walsh. Dan Barron. Strong carry. Walsh once more. Aaron Egan. Colin Hogan. Running out of room here. And that is beautiful defense from Clontarf. And they'll have the line out as well. Lovely crowd out here at College Park. So, Clontarf now about 10 metres from their own try line. Dylan Donovan to throw. And Ed Kelly rising highest. Ed Kelly played for Irish clubs as well. Just so much experience in this Clontarf side. And just look at this, a thing of beauty, this Roving Moor. They've made about 10 metres, and Tony Ryan. He's been with Clontarf since 2013. The ex-Enniscorthy man. Liam McMahon, the right winger, made a beautiful break early on. And Ben Griffin trying to make the steal. Aaron Egan. Colin Hogan. Hogan searching. And Soroka with a massive tackle. Trinity get a much needed penalty. It's right in front of the sticks, but it is 40 metres out, 43 metres out or so. And there's Shannon beating Gary Owen, 12 points to 10. Looks like an absolute cracker. Did anybody have a young Munster Trinity? No, sorry, young Munster. You know what's happening with young Munster here? Yeah. And obviously another crucial game that's happening at the moment in Division 1A. Young Munster beating Ballynahinch 7 points to 0. Young Munster currently 5th on the table, and it's been poached. Mick Carney. Ben Murphy. Tony Ryan, good hands for Kelly. Matt Darcy, the captain. Lots of space on the outside. It's Bird. Really been the standout player this afternoon. Carney offers a player to take his seat. Crosby. Darcy, beautiful ball to the captain, Matt Darcy. Ben Murphy. Ben Murphy, what a try. Clontarf rugby at its absolute finest. It's just sensational to watch. Really been the standout player. See the highlights here. Murphy, beautiful ball to Crosby. Darcy, back on the inside, always makes the right decision. And then Ben Murphy crosses over for his 4th try of the season. Worrying times for Dublin University. Amazing to think a few weeks ago, many were thinking that Clontarf wouldn't be top of the table. Kelly. And he's unsuccessful once more. The Clontarf right out in front here. 17 points to 0. And since these teams have both been in Division 1A at the same time, you go back to the 2018-2019 season, there's been 11 games between the two sides. Clontarf have won 9 of them, Trinity have won 2. And Ed Kelly with the take. Ivan Soroka. Kelly, Darcy, Matt Darcy. Over 160 caps at AIL level for Clontarf. And Tyke Bird, he's got Noah Sheridan on his outside. Tyke Bird is still going. Gets the offload away to Noah Sheridan. And it's just absolutely outstanding from Clontarf at the moment. Tyke Bird is in incredible form. Had Noah Sheridan on his outside. Try to go around the outside of Colin Hogan. And then that offload. Sublime. Starting out in their own 22 virtually. And Bird, looking right, looking left, made the correct decision. And all you can do is just stand back and applaud Noah Sheridan. So yeah, it's Nicholson now. So who Trinity, can they respond? Ted Walsh, Bart Vermeulen. Walsh goes on the short side. Pretty play to Trinity. Clontarf giving away another penalty, but at the moment it doesn't really matter. 24 points up. So Dublin University, well, it's their best chance now of the game to get a score. Nicholson. Dan Barron. Jack Carney. They've got the penalty. Trinity. Byron. Can Trinity find something? Jerry Carr. Bart Vermeulen. 5 meters out. Liam Maloney gets the offload to Nicholson and Dan Barron. Searching for an opening. Ted Walsh. Byron. Ruan Byron. Walsh once more. Steve Woods. Jerry Carr. Phase after phase we go at College Park. Trinity looking to get their first points of the fixture. Colin Hogan. Lee McDonough. What an offload, but it's lost by Liam McMahon. And Clontarf might get a second yellow card here. George Clancy takes no nonsense. And Ed Kelly is getting a talking to. Yellow card. Well, Trinity, they really need to make the most of this. Just to take something into half time. JJOD, some running repairs. JJOD also played for Navan Rugby Football Club. You can add Wesley to the mix as well. Old Wesley, and then currently Clontarf. Ex-Island under 18 and under 19s player. And also played for Island clubs. Schooled at St. Patrick's Classical School. And they're Gary Owen at the moment, beating Shannon 13 points to 12. And if things remain like this, if Clontarf do get the full 5 points here at College Park, they will remain at the top of the table. They've already scored 4 tries, so it's all about getting the win, and it's quite a surprising result at the bottom of your screen with UCD at the moment beating Cork Con 20 points to 10. And if you're not putting in an 8 or 9 out of 10 performance every single week in this league, you might just lose. So, Vermeulen, beautiful work. Colm Hogan, the captain, strikes. And Trinity have found something. Colm Hogan scores his 6th try of the season. Straight off the training ground. Bart Vermeulen. Beautiful ball by Nicholson to Colm Hogan. So Aaron Egan, just 1 out of 3 against Shannon last week from the boot, but this is a simple one, and he converts to certainty. So it is Clontarf 24, Dublin University 7, and Clontarf, well, they scored the opening 4 tries of the game through Dylan Donovan, who scored his 11th try of the season. Alex Soroka then followed him with a score, and then Ben Murphy, and then Noah Sheridan, and just a few seconds ago, Colm Hogan scoring the opening try of the fixture for Trinity. At the moment, Clontarf winning 24 points to 7. They've got the bonus points, and they're just looking in formidable form out here at College Park. The stream brought to you by BF Sports Analysis and AIB. Don't go anywhere. There's a big 40 minutes coming up very shortly.
want to do more for the planet, more for the future, more supporting, rallying, having our voices heard more. But to do more, to be carbon neutral, sometimes we need to do less. Less printing, flying and fossil fuel driving, less denial and delays and doing nothing.
AIB is the first Irish bank to pledge to operate as carbon neutral by 2030. We pledge to do more.
We want to do more for the planet, more for the future, more supporting, rallying, having our voices heard more. But to do more, to be carbon neutral, sometimes we need to do less. Less printing, flying and fossil fuel driving, less denial and delays and doing nothing.
AIB is the first Irish bank to pledge to operate as carbon neutral by 2030. We pledge to do more.
Welcome back to College Park. Clontarf 24, Trinity 7, and Clontarf already have the bonus points in the bank. And they've had a formidable first half. Ben Griffin, the tight end prop. Ben Murphy, Connor Kelly, who came on for Connor Kearns, who was playing an outside centre in the first half. And Matt Darcy set up a beautiful try for Ben Murphy. And Tarf starting the second half firmly in control. They've got a penalty as well. He didn't have much angle to work with, Connor Kelly, but he's a classy operator. Scored 19 points in that AIL final against Tirrania at the Viva Stadium last season. And Dylan Donovan on the right also scored a try in that fixture with his 19th in that season. Ben Griffin as well, the tight head prop, scoring a memorable try. So good to have George Clancy taking charge of this fixture today. The 46-year-old from Limerick. Dylan Donovan. Up goes Soroka. Murphy, and that's uncharacteristic from the number 9. In terms of tries scored this season for Clontarf in the AIL, they've scored 53 tries and they've just conceded 35. Trinity have scored 51 and have conceded 48. So that just tells you where these sides are at the moment. Clontarf top of the table, Trinity in 6th. And Lee Barron, the Leinster player, is on. Lee Barron made his Leinster debut back in South Africa in April of last season. His debut against the Sharks, playing against Bongi Ombonambi. He also played against the Stormers in that tour to South Africa. Byron, Ted Walsh, Gavin Jones, and Aaron Egan. Space on the right. Colm Hogan. Hogan still going. Beautiful work by Colm Hogan. Walsh. Liam Maloney. And Dan Barron now. Thomas Clarkson. Bart Vermeulen. Trinity hit back here. They're back in the hunt. Lee Barron. Ted Walsh. Gavin Jones. Walsh once more. Egan. Aaron Egan. Aaron Egan with a brilliant try. And that is his 7th try of the season. And Trinity are well back in this game. And this is what they can do to you, Trinity. Or first phase, they can tear you apart. Walsh, Gavin Jones, Aaron Egan. Beautiful skip past to Colm Hogan. Had Liam McMahon on the outside. And decided to go for the corner. But then it's all about the recycle. And as a result, Aaron Egan dotting down. It's a try-scoring fly-off. Yeah, was the finish. Walsh, Gavin Jones. Beautiful line. Egan with a smart finish in the corner. It's Aaron Egan to make it 2 out of 2. Oh, that's razor sharp from the number 10. 24 points to 14. And Aaron Egan so far has 145 points this season. So far, we've been treated to 6 amazing tries here. And we're barely into the second half. Steve Crosby. And it's taken by Gavin Jones. Ruan Byron. Walsh. Colm Hogan, dummy kick. Smart play from the fullback. And here's Connor Kelly. Bird We had a stormer in the first half. 10 points the difference. Game on. Darcy. And Soroka in the outside channels. And this time to his brother, Alex Soroka. Donovan on the charge. Ben Murphy frustrated, but he gets the penalty. No need to panic for Clontarf. They are up by 10 points. And they score another try. Trinity will need more than 2 converted tries to win this fixture. Crosby. To spend some time down in New Zealand in 2016 against Wanganui. Very experienced. Out off. Clontarf, they'll look for another vintage roving maul. And so far, didn't Donovan, while he could score 19 tries again this season, there's still plenty of games left. And Trinity, well, they get a much needed turnover at line-out time. Bart Vermeulen. Walsh. Back to Aaron Egan. There's Bird. His eyes are lighting up. Tyke Bird. George Clancy says, holding on after that good carry by Bird. And Egan with a good clearance. So Trinity, they've scored 14 unanswered points. And the whole complexion of this fixture could change, even if they get a penalty and bring it back to within 7. Lee Barron. He loves a Bacardi and Coke. And he finds Dan Barron, his cousin. And Lee Barron. And he loses it forward. Clontarf, just 3 changes to their starting 15 that beat Young Munster at Castle Avenue last week. Trinity, they've had to make changes pretty much every week for the last 7 or 8 rounds. They have 8 changes to their starting 15 against Shannon. Murphy under pressure, but he does really well. Alex Soroka to his brother Ivan Soroka. Losing a few meters here, Clontarf. JJOD. Ben Murphy. Colin Hogan. Well taken and a good carry as well. Walsh, Egan, Gavin Jones, Ronan Quinn leaves it behind. Trinity, well, they've done really well to come back into this game. One stage, floodgates seem to have opened, But they hit back just before halftime and just after halftime. Tries through Aaron Egan and Colin Hogan. Just in terms of both sides as path to round 18, Trinity have Hinch away from home next weekend. There's then a bye, and then they've got Lansdowne at home, UCD away, and Gary Owen at home. And for Clontarf, they have Shannon away from home, then there's a bye, then there's Ballina Hinch at home, then Lansdowne away from home, and then UCD at home. And you would think that if Clontarf do come away with the victory here today, they would be favourites to beat Shannon, Ballina Hinch, Lansdowne, and UCD. And we see Young Munster beating Ballina Hinch at the moment 14 points to 0. And that would be a crucial victory for Young Munster, as the gap between 4th and 5th will start to get wider and wider. But at the same time, if Trinity somehow get a victory here today, that gap won't be so wide. Tyranny at the moment, well, look at that, 38 points the difference. Bonus point in the bag, beating Lansdowne 43 points to 5. And clearly, Tyranny were just off their game a little bit last week against Ballina and Hinch. Murphy. Penalty to top. It's one area of the game where they take no prisoners. Clontarf always seem to put the opposition under pressure. And against Young Munster last week, they won 10 out of the 11 scrums on their own ball, and they got 5 penalties in the process against a formidable Young Munster forward pack. There's another tight game at the moment. Shannon 17, Gary Owen 13. Gilbert is on the park as well. Beyond Gilbert in that number 18 jumper. Mick Carney with the take. JJOD has it at the back. Pops it to his captain, Matt Darcy. Murphy. Ivan Soroka. He's had a big shift like he always does. Ed Kelly. So looking for try number 5, Clontarf. Tony Ryan. Gilbert to JJOD. Donovan. He's got a lot of work to do here. Lays it back. Murphy to Tony Ryan. Murphy, Griffin, the tight head prop. This is where they're so clinical. Ben Murphy! Ben Murphy scores his 5th try of the season. Clinical from the visitors. When they get into this area of the park, it's almost as if they're programmed. They know exactly what they're doing. Murphy finding Ben Griffin. Murphy then going on his own and dotting down under the sticks. So Connor Kelly looking to make it 3 out of 5. And he does just that. So it's Clontarf 31, Trinity 14. Also brings up 90 points for the season for Connor Kelly. Crosby. Barron to his cousin Dan Barron. And Gavin Jones. Aaron Egan. Beautiful ball to Colin Hogan. Oh, it's Trinity Rugby at its absolute finest. What a phenomenal try. Colin Hogan gets a double. Off first phase, and this will be concerning for Tarf. Gavin Jones, Aaron Egan with the dummy. What a ball to Colin Hogan. And then you had the pace to go all the way. That's a phenomenal try. Good try in this game, man. Good. Lovely stuff. 31 points to 21. Lansdowne hit back there with a try. 43 points to 12. What a game this has been. At one stage it looked like the floodgates were opening. And Trinity is showing amazing spirit, and it's important to note that they are missing plenty of players through injury, and they're putting up a massive fight here at College Park against the reigning champions and current table toppers Clontarf. Byron. Ted Walsh. Colin Hogan. Bird. Beyond Gilbert. Ben Murphy. Crosby. Matt Darcy. Always seems to make a few meters when there's nothing on. Noah Sheridan. Dragged into touch. Smart play by Ronan Quinn. Walsh, Egan, Byron. Looks so dangerous off first phase, and Tony Ryan has to put in a big hit. Walsh, Colin Hogan. Colin Hogan almost getting a beautiful offload away. Ronan Quinn. He flirts all over the show, this customer, and then it's a knock-on. Felix Campbell. Felix Campbell, well, he's played a lot of J1's rugby for the past 4 years. Still plenty of time left in this fixture. Angus Lloyd, the doctor, will have the put-in. Played for Munster, Ulster and Connacht. Angus Lloyd. And Trinity giving Clontarf a taste of their own medicine. And that could be a big moment. Steve Woods is pumped. So the big question is, can Trinity score the next try? And we'll be in for one hell of a finish. Beautiful scrum from the home side. And that's not an easy thing to do against the best pack in the competition. So Lee Barron needs to get the darts right. Big opportunity now. Woods taps it back. And Dylan Donnellan. Colm Hogan, the fullback, really sparked the Trinity comeback. He needs support. Clontarf are like terriers in that ruck. And Campbell, tackled by Gilbert and Griffin. Walsh, Aaron Egan, Byron. Beautiful offload. And then Ronan Quinn. He'll be so frustrated with himself. He can't believe it. This amazing work by Ruan Byron, the number 8. Getting his hands free. Absolute cracker happening between Cork and UCD. 27 points to 24. That game also happening at Temple Hill. So UCD with a massive shift. Free kick here to Clontarf. Tap and go by Tony Ryan. The angry number 8. Matt Darcy back on the inside to Noah Sheridan. Beautiful line by the right winger. And that's been knocked on. So a lot of errors creeping in for both sides. Both these sides coached by two brilliant coaches. Trinity of Tony Smith, who was the USA backs coach over 2012 to 2013. Also coached in the US for 10 years. And has coached Leinster under-19s to an Interbro title in 2010. And as a player, he's played county rugbies in all levels in England. And he's been at Trinity since 1998, after 3 years at Blackrock Rugby Football Club. And Noah Sheridan, well, that's disappointing to see. We hope he recovers quickly. Also was selected as part of the Irish under-20 squad. Scored a brilliant try today, and he is an amazing talent. And we hope it's not too serious. Clontarf, while they're coached by Andy Wood, AIL Coach of the Year last season, the New Zealand native who arrived in Ireland for a short stay, and he has never left. And he's also played himself as a player in 2 AIL finals as a lock and loose forward, and he's been coaching since 2006. He's also coached at Naas and at Blackrock. Still probably about 20 minutes to play at College Park. And Trinity, well, they're so potent off first phase, to give away a free kick, it's got to be disappointing for Tony Smith. Clontarf having another scrum. Well, they want to eke out a penalty here. Barabulja on the park in the number 17 jersey. He's been with Clontarf since he was a youngster. Powerful prop forward. Angus Lloyd with the put in. Trinity with the counter shove, and they've got another scrum penalty. It's almost bizarre. Ivan Soroka can't believe it. And it's not just Ivan Soroka who can't believe it as well. It's the coaches off the park and teammates as well. And that ball's not out. It's a big mistake. But it might still be a net gain. Aaron Egan, Colin Hogan, support on his left. So both fullbacks have really had good games. Thykebird and Colin Hogan. Here's Thomas Clarkson, TC. Aaron Egan. Oh, it's a lovely little dink for Ronan Quinn. The Clontarf, well, almost getting a line out, but it will be a Trinity line out. And if that's gone forward, that would be a big blow for Trinity. They've still got it now. Aaron Egan and Byron, JJOD and Tony Ryan with the hits. Dan Barron, Mullen, Steve Woods to Lee Barron. Walsh works the short side. Ronan Quinn. Oh, Ronan Quinn still going. Didn't have much space to work with. Felix Campbell. Lloyd, the Nuggetsy number 9, making life hard for his opposite number, Ted Walsh. Felix Campbell, almost breaking through, but it is a penalty. Ted Walsh, the guilty party, seems to have taken a player out around the ruck, which allowed the gap for Felix Campbell. 31 points to 21. 8 amazing tries in this fixture. This stream brought to you by BF Sports Analysis and sponsored by AIB. Corkon have just taken the lead against GCD. And we're down 24-10 as well. So Con waking up from that Lansdowne defeat. And that's not straight. Shannon at the moment beating Gary Owen 23 points to 16. But Shannon have a man in the bin as well. So that lead could disappear. Just the level of rugby at the moment across Ireland is in a real good state. So competitive. Paul Deeney on the park for Clontarf in the number 22 jersey. Hails from Wexford. And Lansdowne heading back nicely there. They've scored 3 tries and that's pretty commendable. At Lakelands away from home. Free kick to Trinity. Ruan Byron wastes no time. Finds his fly off Egan. Gavin Jones. Got Colin Hogan on his outside. Bounces out of the tackle. Gavin Jones. It's all about getting the next points for Trinity. Dylan Donovan causing havoc. And Clontarf, JJOD, fantastic turnover. Angus Lloyd, Matt Darcy, Tony Ryan on the tram lines. Tony Ryan! Gilbert, was that offside? From Thomas Clarkson. Lloyd, Kelly, Ivan Soroka. Lloyd, Connor Kelly. Crosby. Lloyd, he's got some space. Beautiful ball to Bird. McDonough with the tackle. Lloyd, Gilbert, beautiful hands to Crosby. And then the line to Donnellan. JOD. And we will come back for the penalty. This looks so formidable. Clontarf when they get going. What will the call be? A Lansdowne with a bonus point try. 43 points to 24. Connor Kelly. Well, all teams worry against Clontarf when they have a line-out about 5 meters from their own try line, because it could mean one thing: a Dylan Donovan try. Donovan, Connie, JJOD. Donovan at the back. Paul Deeney has it. And Trinity, well, they're just defending for their lives at the moment. Clontarf. The maul has been dismantled. It's a free play. Lloyd. Skip ball to Matt Darcy. Lloyd. And Bulger, the prop forward. Pick and go from Tony Ryan. And they should really score here, Tarf. Could be hold up though. Lloyd. And Trinity have got to be careful. It is a yellow card. And going to the bin. It seems like it is Steve Woods, the second rower. And this game might just get away from Trinity. Donovan is poised. Looks to Ivan Soroka. What is the call? And at the moment, UCD are beating Cork on 34 points to 29. And it just shows you when UCD get things right, they are so lethal. There's no easy game in the All-Ireland League. So, Rothing Mall is the call. Dylan Donnellan has 11 tries in the season. McConney, JJOD, Donnellan at the back. In the party chair, Dylan Donnellan. And he gets his 12th try of the season. The only thing more certain than tax is a Dylan Donnellan try. How do you stop a rolling maul like this? That is the question. Dylan Donovan. Connor Kelly. It's a good strike for the outer half. And it's probably a little bit too much of a stretch now for Trinity. And Tony Ryan, he did well. He was under pressure. And Tarf going from their own 22. Donovan. Gilbert. And Dini. Had Soroka, Ivan Soroka on his outside. What a clear out from Ivan Soroka. Trinity, well, they're not giving up. They're looking to hit back. Walsh. Ruan Byron. Lee Barron, Ted Walsh, Aaron Egan, Gavin Jones. He felt that one. Big hit by Tony Ryan. Bart Vermeulen, tackled by Carney and Gilbert. Ted Walsh, Ronan Quinn. Quinn in space. Quinn over the top, looking for his 10th try of the season. And Tyke Bird with the rescue. McDonough with the tackle, but Bird somehow makes about 3 or 4 meters there post-collision. Lloyd, JJOD. Lloyd clears the decks. Only about 5 or so minutes to go. 17 points the difference. Trinity would need 3 converted tries, which is something Clontarf needed in round 5 to beat Trinity. They scored 3 converted tries in 5 minutes when they were trailing 33 points to 17 after 65 minutes at Castle Avenue, so anything is possible. Obviously still a lot of play for Trinity to get another bonus points if they can get over the whitewash. Beautiful take. Aaron Egan and then Gavin Jones. Loose ball. And it's Colin Hogan. He's had a really good game. Byron playing at scrum off. And Dan Barron has been really good as well. Gavin Jones, McDonough. Unforced error. And there'll be another Clontarf scrum. Turning, Trinity. And they've really been on top at scrum time in the second half. Thomas Clarkson doing an amazing job off the bench. 23 caps for Leinster, including a try. An ex-Irish under-20s 2019 Grand Slam winner. And Clontarf, well, they respond with a scrum penalty. Connor Kelly. That's a beautiful kick. And Trinity will have to defend another devastating rolling maul. Donovan, McCarney, JJOD. It's the same every time. When they have the try line in sight, Donovan putting the pressure on. He has already scored 2 tries from the rolling maul. Dylan Donovan. Lloyd needs support. Looking for try number 7. Clontarf. Angus Lloyd. Beautiful ball to Darcy. Anything can happen here. Beautiful pass to Bird. And that's gone into touch. Full time at Lakeland's Tyrannier 43. Lansdowne 24. That takes Tyrannier to 55 points, but Clontarf will go to 56 after this fixture. Lee Barron taken by Dan Barron. And Ruan Byron is fought hard all game. And that is a brilliant carry by the number 8. And Dan Barron this time. Aaron Egan. They're going to go from their own 22 here. Gavin Jones. And Tony Ryan with good defensive work. Egan, he's under a lot of pressure. Darcy trying to get the steal. What a clear out by Thomas Clarkson. Tony Ryan is over that ball, but gives away a penalty in the process and another 10 meters as well. Egan. So is there a chance for final try of the game for Trinity, which will give them a bonus points, which will keep their top 4 hopes alive. Lee Barron. Back to Lee Barron. Ted Walsh. Gavin Jones. Aaron Egan. Beautiful ball to Ronan Quinn. And Colin Hogan can't hang on to that ball, and that's gone forward. And that is full time at College Park. Clontarf 38, Trinity 21. Clontarf started off the first half in formidable form, scoring 4 unanswered tries. Trinity did well to respond before the break. They then really got back into the game in the second half when they scored 2 tries, but it wasn't enough. Clontarf at the moment are top of Division 1A on 56 points. Just ahead of Tyrannier on 50 points. Clontarf have now won 11 from 14. And in the AIL, since the beginning of the 21-2022 season, they have won 30 out of their last 34 games. And at the moment, they're going to take some stopping. Thank you very much for joining us here at College Park. In terms of future fixtures for Clontarf, they have Shannon next week, away from home, and Trinity are on the road to Ballynahinch to keep their top 4 hopes alive. Once again, thank you very much for joining us. This stream brought to you by BF Sports Analysis and sponsored by AIB.
Yeah. You okay?
Where's the Trinity? Oh, here, let's give it a look at the older Trinity. The accent on the... Sorry, this is what we got.
You know what happened on Island Ixtli? So yeah, it's just the Division 1A table after closing play today. Clontarf firmly on top with 56 points, just ahead of Terranier. Corcon on 49, Young Munster on 43, and you can see that gap that has emerged between Young Munster and Ballinahench. 6 points of comfort for Young Munster. And Hench and Trinity, well, they really need to start winning in the final 4 rounds of the season if they have any hope of qualifying for the top 4. And Shannon and Gary Owen, well, they're at relegation at the moment, but Lansdowne are only 2 points ahead of Shannon. We see UCD climbing up nicely with their victory as things stand. We see there. So UCD on 32 points, just behind Trinity. And that's going to be quite something if UCD do keep on track and they do keep winning, because they'll play Trinity in that colours game at the Bowlfield Bowl. And you never know, if UCD stay on 32 points, they might just still be in shot of a top 4, though it would take something remarkable. But in 4 games with 10 points, or 10 or 11 points of difference, anything can happen in 1A. And we've just seen that if you're not on your game in 1A, you can lose against any side. And that is the state of play at the moment in Division 1A.